The Putnam Block project in downtown Bennington is now underway following an official groundbreaking ceremony a couple of months ago in August. The demolition of the three main buildings involved in the first phase of what its backers, known as the Bennington Redevelopment Group, hope will eventually be a three-phase project that brings new, contemporary commercial and residential space to the heart of the downtown's four corners, is continuing in the initial $31 million first phase, and a tour of the site and the work done to date was held on Thursday, October 3rd. We went along to have a look at what's going on the other side of the walls. Bob Stevens, a principal of M&S Development, which is serving as the development consultant for the project, often described as transformational and a game changer for not just downtown Bennington, but the town as a whole, led the tour. The visit explored not only the former Putnam Hotel right at the corner of Main and South Streets, but also the adjacent courthouse building, which in recent times housed the Penny Saver Press, and the adjacent Winslow building on West Main Street. The former courthouse building will eventually be the site of a cafe and a bookstore on the ground floor, with office space on the second floor. The former Winslow building will be the location for a grocery store, more office space, and some housing units. The past history of Bennington was peeled away, and one of the most interesting moments was on the second floor of the hotel, where the dining area used to be, which later on was converted into a gym or fitness area.
This stair is temporary. There is an addition to the balcony that kind of comes out into the space with a railing and a new stair kind of out in the middle. But it'll be a very, very nice office at the end of the day. This clear story kind of volume of space stays. The hole behind us will be an entrance to their bathroom group.
Most of the demolition work has been completed, but it will be at least another year before the new buildings are ready for occupancy. Financing for the second and third phases are still in negotiation. Bill Colvin, the Assistant Director of the Bennington County Regional Commission, who has been working on the project for several years, said it was encouraging to see the progress underway after a long period of time spent planning for it.
It's my first time through too, and see the progress, particularly in the Putnam, already coming back together is really pretty exciting. I was telling somebody on the tour, I've been knocking around these buildings in some way, shape, manner, or form since 1999, and really to see this project coming together now it's pretty exciting. Right now we're trying to plan a phase 2, which may in fact be a single building, and then we know that there's the possibility of some housing as a third additional phase in conjunction with Housing Vermont and perhaps Shire's housing, and that would leave one available spot on the corner where the mobile station is. So phase 2 is actually likely to be more than a single phase, but we're working on the next building at this point.
At the end of the tour, Bob Stevens commented on what were the biggest challenges they had encountered so far.
Historic renovations are always challenging, and these buildings were in such a way that they had probably a little more than some do. So as you can see, as you walk through the Winslow building, there's some real sections where you're just going back to the foundations and coming back up, and then other areas where there's a lot of reframing to get it sorted out. But as hard and as difficult as that one looks, it's been no harder than others, and in some cases easier than some we've done. So I think that we're feeling good to be, 3 months in, and having 2 of them buttoned up so that we're putting them back together, and we're working on the third building. So in that sense, it's going pretty well. Yeah, we have a good team here.
Breadloaf Construction of Middlebury is the project's construction manager. The second and third phases, which if completed as anticipated, will push the total cost of the project to more than $50 million, will include more retail, office, and housing space across a roughly 4-acre site. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.